Okay, so because I'm reaching one of my final stages here, I still got to do this corner. I'll do it. I'll do it. Relax. So I wanted to finish this off here and come up this way. So basically, yeah, I've got all my cork down here, all the way from down here. These are all slid here. If I need to take this off for any reason, that's good. And this is all glued down. You can see all the pins are still in there. And I even have a piece of track here. So I'm just gonna go to the other side here and I'm gonna show you what it is that I did with this here. It's really not too much, but yeah, it's just a quick way of getting in and out of here. Okay, so as you can see from this side here, basically, yeah, I had that piece of wood that went around and it attached to here, and it locks in to a piece of wood that's attached to here. Now I did end up putting a screw through here just to hold it. Same with the other side, just because I do not want it moving around. I will be able to still duck under it, that's fine, I'm okay with that, but it's still very modular opposed to it being locked in. All I'd have to do really is, because this track will be glued down, so I just gotta cut the tracks, undo the screw, and then it'll lift out. But yeah, I basically have the piece of foam under there, or sorry, not the foam, the piece of wood that supports it, and then I put these little beams that come out. As you can see, there's 1, 2, and then 3, because eventually I'm gonna take this here and it's gonna wrap right around that, just because I don't want any trains to fall down to the floor. So it's just a temporary, you know, thing there that I can put up. And also I just give myself a bit more space here to go with the curve. That way I can do a bit of landscaping here maybe. Just so it doesn't look like it just a lift out. You know, it's gonna be a little bit more than that. So there's that. And I just gotta glue down some track. This is already soldered in here, so I will be able to go right around the corner there. If you guys want to see how I do my elevated curve, basically this one here, I didn't want this one to be as elevated as the other one, so I just did two layers. So I start from a good part of the curve. Sometimes people start way before the curve, like back here, but I wanted to just start here because this is a section that's going to come out. So I started here and I went all the way to the other end, which ends right there. And then you take a smaller piece, so instead of starting it here, you start in about 1 inch or 2, and then you go right across, and instead of going right to the end, you stop about 1 inch or 2 in. And then you keep doing that over and over again until you get the desired elevation that you want. And you're only doing that on the outside of the track, and I mean, you can do it for both. You know, usually it only happens on a main line, so that's really only where you'll see it. So now I just got to glue this track down and add some more going all the way down there, and then hopefully we can run a train like this week. So this is kind of a proud moment. I mean, it's nothing crazy or anything, but if you take a look, this is the corner section here. I've got it up. I've got all the cork down on it. Yes, I just glued it. Goes right over to another lift out, which was done the other day. And then it goes over to the wall section. It's all corked, and I've got all the track basically being glued down here. And I'm still waiting for it to dry up in this area right here. That's okay. I'm gonna give it lots of time to cure or set. And the last piece to go on right here, 9 feet 9 feet of track, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut shorter, but there's three 3-foot pieces here, and I'm gonna connect it in here, and I'm gonna run it right around this back section and connect it in there, or maybe like back in here, depending on where it stops basically. But then that is my main line done, my single main, my main of the main, if you will. That's the full outside loop, and I am tired. I feel like I've been working on this all day. Probably because I have, but still. Now you can see here, like this, I just temporarily put this back here because I'm going to get a piece cut that goes right from the corner edge there, kind of like how that goes. So it tucks right into that edge there, and then it goes around this, and then it's going to come in, and then basically, yeah, so I got to push this back down there, and then I'll get another piece for this corner here. So yeah, but that's basically how it's going to look there. And I still have to create a giant platform here. This is just roughly, I decided there just to see what I'm gonna do. Basically, I don't know yet, but this is most likely going to be where I put a scrapyard of sorts, because I've got a fair amount of room, and I'm gonna have some track come in from here onto here. So that is exciting, because I'm already thinking industries now and what I'm going to be doing and what am I going to be using, and then literally I can work on my second line, which is this one here. I'm going to need about 5 more straight or flex pieces to get from there all the way down to the second line that comes in, and then that's literally this entire side done. I spoke with a friend of mine, Dennis. He's going to actually make me a overpass for right here. Very small, very short, just for scenery purposes. Just a little, thing that'll go over the track there. I think it would be a nice accent piece for it. But he's going to 3D print that for me, and I'll be able to show you his work and how good it looks and whatnot when it's done. And yeah, but I really want to run a train, like really bad. Obviously I gotta wait for this glue to dry, this glue all the way down, and then this glue, which doesn't take as long, but still, and then I'm done. Well, for now, I can at least run a train. But yeah, super excited, thought I'd share that. And not done yet, but stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, the very last piece is down. And I know it's kind of dark, sorry about that. And then it goes to here. I literally had to cut off like maybe 2 inches of track from that, but it fit perfectly, more or less. So we all know what that means. It's all glued down. We're good to go. I'm gonna do a whole via. This is gonna be my train that I'm gonna run. So here we go. Good luck. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. First train going around the entire layout. that was awesome. I am super happy about this. I'm obviously going to want to run some freight just to make sure that everything's good there. I know they say to run your shittiest locomotive. Well, I don't really have any shitty locomotives. So, I mean, I could probably try running like a 6-axle, which would probably, I mean, we'll see how that goes. But just the fact that I'm able to run like even just an F40 with some passenger cars, this is the start of something huge for me, basically. It's been well over 2 years since I've been able to even run a train consecutively like this, where I can just put it on the track, let her go, and, you know, have fun, right? So this is the start of the end, or the end of the start, I don't know, but I'm excited because now I can start throwing down more track. I can start working on scenery. This entire section here, like literally all that around the corner, all to here, I mean, this isn't even wired. This is strictly just the power goes into this line, which down there, like that module and the end here, that's all connected there. So that feeds everything else basically right now. So I want to drop feeders down for these and make sure that there's a sufficient amount of power that's connected to everything here. But at least I know I can run a train and there's no problems, no issues. So excited. Super excited. Let's do this again. Till next time.